The Sixers prepared for one more Laker charge. And Coach Riley felt the game was up in the air. It turned on one play. Down by only 6 points, the Lakers scrapped, forced a turnover. And Michael Cooper drove to cut it to 4. But he missed. The Sixers raced the other way. Cheeks to the doctor. What would have been a 4-point game was now back to 8, and Coach Riley knew that the Sixer bench had outplayed his own. Game 1 to Philadelphia. The key was Richardson.
I think there's a difference today. You know, if I have to devise a defense to stop Clint Richardson, we're in trouble.
I'd rather be underrated than overrated, and they want to underestimate and underrate me. That's their problem. But I'm going to come out and play hard, every time I'm out there, and if I hurt them, that's going to be their fault, and not mine.
Game 2 was close all the way. The Lakers jumped out in the first half, but the Sixers bounced back. And in the fourth quarter, the game was very much up for grabs. Jack Nicholson, who came east, thought the Lakers were going south. With 8 minutes remaining, the game seemed about to turn. Moses Malone was called for his 5th foul. And even Moses' son knew the Lakers had the advantage they'd wanted. Off the bench came Sixer reserve Earl Curitan, and the Lakers looked to attack it. Turned out to be the other way around. Curitan rebounded. The Laker offense came up short when it tried to exploit him. They forced the ball to Kareem, but Curitan denied him and started a Sixer serve. Although not known as a shooter, Curitan could not resist his own version of the skyhook. This was Cinderella stuff. But with Moses still sitting on the bench, the Philly fans were not yet secure. But what had seemed to be a break for the Lakers became a Sixer breakaway as Philadelphia slashed open a tight game. The Spectrum crowd went wild. They've been waiting so long for the satisfying thrill of victory. The Lakers had been beaten by yet another unlikely hero, and the Sixers walked off the court 2 games up, their confidence growing, a team of superstars and role players sensing their time had come. The fans loved it, and Earl Curitan got their respect and his teammates' praise and jive.
For him to get in and play like he did, I think that's a credit to him. And when he threw a sky hook on Kareem, he probably saw so many of them, he knew how to do it himself.
Earl Curitan is not going to be able to walk around the streets of Detroit and have people look at him and wonder who he is. They're going to know. There's Earl Curitan 76s. Let me doubt.
While the Sixers savored their win, they still had to face the Lakers in L.A., but they pointed to their excellent record on the road. The Sixers went to Moses, and Moses went to work. He was just getting started. He rebounded and fired off the outlet pass. When Kareem challenged the outside shot, Moses put the ball on the floor and muscled his way inside. The man was inspired. Again, he drove and showed some finesse. Riley could call time, but he couldn't stop the Sixers from reeling off 8 straight points, and what had been a close game became a runaway. It was bad news for the Sunshine Boys. And some fair-weather fans headed for the highway. The Sixer bench was just about on fire. A 17-point victory, a 3-0 lead. A big man who was smoking, Moses, and the Sixers had the Lakers shaken.
Moses, to me, right now, is the greatest center in the game. He does it for him offensively, defensively. People talk about his rebounding ability. He's a great scorer, too. Block shots. He does everything Philadelphia needs.
For the 3rd straight game, Philadelphia had beaten up on the Lakers' depleted front court and relentlessly ruled the rebounding.
Whoever really dominates or wins that department
is probably going to win the series. I mean, that's wherein lies, you know, the stuff those rings are made out of.
One story with a championship ring to it was Moses Malone. Playing against the best, he was producing his best. Never the most verbal of men, Moses spoke like a prophet.
You know, I like guys like Rams. You know, guys that come out there push me, because the more they push me, I feel like the stronger I get, and I get more aggressive. Then I know what I got to do.
Wait a minute. The more they push you, the stronger you get?
Oh yeah, I love pushing.
How do you figure that now? That doesn't make sense.
That's how I feel. I like to sweat. You know, I like to get that sweat in. That make me more aggressive. And I like people to bang me, and then I feel much stronger.
No team had ever rebounded from a 3-0 deficit, and the Sixers weren't just thinking win, they wanted history.
Playing for the World Championship, and you're playing against a team that's on a crusade, that's very talented and very committed.
We want to end it in 4. We want someone to remember this team.
For years, they had begun as favorites, ended as runners-up, or worse. 3 finals in 4 years. They told their fans they owed them one, and now they had finally delivered. Moses Malone had had a champagne series and was voted most valuable player. This was vindication.
Hey, Mr. Tony, how did you feel when the buzzer went off and we had won the world? The way I felt, I tell you, I didn't even know I had feet.
For veterans Julius Erving and Bobby Jones, this was an intimate and personal triumph. For many on the squad, it was overwhelming.
It was just fantastic. He carried us in the first game of this series. Offensively, just did it.
Billy Cunningham had lived with failure and now had finally won the respect that comes with victory.
One thing about this team that they should be remembered for is they had the ability every year to come back and just keep on doing it. And keep on doing it, and darn it, they climbed the mountain.
I think that we got the monkey off our back, that the city no longer can walk up to our players, myself, and call us a choker.
While Sixer owner Harold Katz celebrated his team's victory, Laker owner Dr. Jerry Buss showed grace in defeat.
My hat's off to the victors, and this is what it's all about, the winning, the losing, the struggle. It's great.
Winners a year before, the Lakers maintained their poise. Pat Riley congratulated the victors.
I would have much rather been on the other end of this thing tonight, but, you know, I feel very good about our team. I'm going to celebrate my team tonight, and I'm also going to celebrate Billy Cunningham and Matty Gukas, Jack McMahon, Moses, Doc, Andrew, Maurice, all of them, because I think they deserve it. So I'm going to raise my glass to them, too, tonight.
Riley showed a great deal of class.
Thanks a lot. Great job. You deserve it, no doubt.
Clean all those skeletons out of there.
Yeah.
Dr. J finally cleaned the skeletons out of his closet. And, you know, they happen to wear purple and gold 2 out of the last 3 years. You know, my heart's out to him. God bless him. He deserves it.
NBA Commissioner Larry O'Brien presented the trophy to the champion Sixers.
And the world champions are here with us right now. The Philadelphia 76ers, the champions of the world.
Hello.
The 76ers own this forever. The world
This was our time. It was all a matter, you know, the plan for us, and we didn't write the script. We just lived it out.